Saturday Night Baseball downtown at Petco Park in San Diego. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the New York Mets and the San Diego Padres. The two men you see there go head-to-head coming up next. Matt Strahm is on the mound for the Padres in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Hosmer in foul ground. But no one's going to get it as it's into the camera well area. Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them. Show up to the yard today looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. And the leadoff man is gone to start the evening. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
You know, I think they have to be looking for more out of Adrian Gonzalez. He's really been struggling, hitting under 200 over the last 10 games. He doesn't usually go into these long droughts, but right now he's truly in one. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Here's Juan Lagares. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Here's the first pitch to him. And a breaking ball stays outside. Good night for baseball all in all. Game time temperature 63 degrees. Strahm is kind of an interesting guy when you dig into his starting pitching tendencies. As starters go, he does a nice job of limiting base hits, but what's proven to give him trouble at times is the walk. He tends to issue a lot of free passes, more than you'd like to see.
That's an interesting note, Matty D. And I think one of the things that he doesn't give himself enough credit for, when he falls behind in the count, 2-1, 3-1, he's the kind of guy that's just not going to lay one in there and let you whack it. He'd rather start with a fresh count to a new batter. So I wouldn't look at that as a negative. He just isn't the kind of guy that's real aggressive when he falls behind in the count.
Next up for New York, Yoenis Cespedes, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. A bouncer up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit, and that keeps the inning alive for Jay Bruce.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Here's Jay Bruce now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here's the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Cespedes, the runner at first with 2 gone. Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Hit out towards second. Spangenberg has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Mets leave 1, and now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Jacob deGrom will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Digging in now for San Diego, Jose Pirela having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase. Here comes the first pitch. Hey now. In previous duels with deGrom, he's 2 for 4. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
1-1. Misses, ball 2. Now the 2-1. Liner towards second, but right to Cabrera, and that's the first out. With a moment here in downtown San Diego, a look at the Padres starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, keep an eye on the dynamic abilities of Will Myers. He leads the team in the 2 most important power categories for me: home runs and RBIs, driving in guys and being able to drive yourself in. He's an impressive hitter, and it should be fun watching him do his thing in this one.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Corey Spangenberg. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First offering on its way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Now the 2-0. Fly ball out toward left center field. Reyes over to his right. 2 gone.
Batting third, first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball that just misses inside.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line drive to left. And that's going to be a base hit here for Hosmer. So Will Myers will get a chance to bat this inning following the base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Here's Will Myers. In previous duels with deGrom, just a 1 for 9. First pitch on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Myers swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Outside, 2-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
2 out with the man at first. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Headley.
2 men on, 2 out, and standing in is the third baseman, Chase Headley. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And this will be fouled away. Hosmer at second. Myers on at first with 2 down. This is on the ground over the first. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
In now, Manuel Margot looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted into center field. Lagares is under it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Pods leave him loaded. Still no score. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball here. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Outside for a ball. 1-1. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Into the corner and slicing foul. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. Guys, the person I want to focus on is Eric Hosmer. This guy is coming into his own from the offensive standpoint. But don't get it twisted. This is a Gold Glove first baseman that makes the game look easy on the defensive side.
Into the box now, Wilmer Flores. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hit. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Here's Adrian now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. But check in with an average still south of 230. 1 home run and 11 RBIs. Has a look. Now the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss that time by Gonzalez. 2 strikes to him now.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there. A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second, looks like a big inning could be brewing.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Coming in is Myers, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Batting 9th, pitcher Jacob DeGrom.
Next for the Mets, Jacob DeGrom. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Flores over at second. Gonzalez at first. 2 out in the inning. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Galvis moving to his left. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 2 left for the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stepping into the box, Freddie Galvis. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Now the 2-1. Ground ball foul down the left side.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Hit hard to short. The throw pulls Gonzalez off the base, and I think that's going to be a throwing error.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Stepping in, Austin Hedges. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. back up the middle. Reined in. There's one. On to first. A double play.
Really good pitch for the pitcher right there. Down in the zone. Hits on top of it. Induces the ground ball double play.
Into the box, Matt Strom. Softly hit to the left side. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Padres go down quietly. We'll move to the third with no score. Back to the top of the order now, and stepping in is the shortstop, Jose Reyes.
Jose Reyes.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. The 0-2 once more. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
0-2 pitch in the dirt. I think that was a purpose pitch. These guys are swinging at just about everything, so he's going to take a chance to see if they'll chase one even further out of the zone.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West.
Juan Lagares.
Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Lagares is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base.
And this is swung on and missed. His fifth strikeout already, and there are two gone in the inning.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Third inning, no score to this point. Cespedes behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
And this is a case of a pitcher letting his frustrations get the best of him. He feels like he gets robbed on the previous pitch, and he just rears back and really let it go on the next pitch, but it got away from him in a big way.
Stepping in now, Jay Bruce, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Two 2-0 the count to Jay Bruce.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Now the 2-0. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Now the 2-1 pitch. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Cespedes leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
I know one thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
So 2 on with 2 away, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera. He's set, and the pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Two down, runners at first and second. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Perella is after it. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Digging in for his second at bat, Jose Perella. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Under it, Lagares, and there's one away. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Digging in to try it again, Corey Spangenberg. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
Hey, that pitch right there caught entirely too much of the plate. Curveball that rolled over the heart of the plate. He's got to pull the trigger on that one.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
On the ground up the middle. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Wow.
Wow, what a great show of range there. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle, but check out the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position where he's able to get enough on the throw to get him out at first.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He swings and grounds it to short. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. Padres down in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilmer Flores, as we begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores. Pitch on the way. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 is in there for the second strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Count remains 2-2.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and now the left-handed hitting Adrian Gonzalez will get a shot. First pitch of the at-bat, hit on the ground to short. Throw right there, and that takes care of Gonzalez. 2 gone now. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. Ready for another chance? Kevin Plawecki flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch on its way. Towards second. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey, they always say hitting in the 8-hole in the National League is one of the toughest jobs to do. You're hitting in front of the pitcher. Not necessarily going to get pitched like an 8-hole hitter. You want to get out of that spot? Guess what? Newsflash. Be better. Because basically every other hitter in the lineup is hitting in front of you except the pitcher.
Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. 0-1, here it comes. A little bouncer. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. No runs, 4 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, don't let the fact that this guy's on the mound fool you right here. This guy has a nice approach at the plate, knows what he's doing, has history. I'm not surprised he was able to mix in a base hit.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Plawecki on second. DeGrom on at first with 2 down. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Galvis is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Will Myers is set to lead things off.
Myers.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just misses for ball one. 1-0 count. Here it is. This is line to left, but coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Here's Chase Headley. Popped him up. In there, a base hit. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with one away.
Hey, they're not all beautiful. They don't all have to be. Just throwing a long dart over the third baseman's head right there. Beautiful piece of hit.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. And he fouls this one off. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Even 1-1 count to Margot. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Takes this the other way to right. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Finally, they show some signs of life. These guys have been swinging the bats like they're underwater or something. But a single and a double, and now they've got runners on second and third. We'll see if they can cash them in.
Standing in now, Freddie Galvis, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Flores in foul ground. He dives, but he can't make the catch. It's a foul ball. Lifted the other way out to left center. Cespedes is there. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. 1 left for San Diego. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Juan Lagares.
First delivery to him on the way. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. And a curveball taken for strike 2.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Juan Lagares becomes the first out of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Gets him out in front on a good changeup. The 1-2. Line drive to center field. Oh, and he misses it. Running hard. He's digging for second. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he is in there.
Man, this guy must be living right. That should have been an out, but now he's standing at third with a big smile on his face. They're going to rule it an error, and that's a costly one, too.
Here's Jay Bruce now. Tapper up the line. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heater.
The windup and the 0-1. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
Count remains at 0-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it, Perella. And that retires the side. So it's 1 run scored without the benefit of a hit, 1 Padre error, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 1 and the Padres nothing. Stepping up to the plate, Austin Hedges. He leads off from the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
I always felt 0-2 you had to cover away. If a guy's going to bury you in 3 times in a row, you tip your cap and walk back to the dugout, because that's not easy to do.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Taken there by Cabrera. And that's the first out.
The pitcher, number 55. Matt
Matt Caesar will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Matt Caesar.
Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1. Caesar stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He was a 5th-round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Jose Arella.
The San Diego batting order turns over and set to go Jose Pirela. He flew out in his last at bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bruce has a read on it, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They trail this one 1-0.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Padres, number 56, Carter.
Ready once again, Wilmer Flores. He'll be the first to the plate for the Mets in their half of the 6th.
Wilmer Flores.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a slider. The 1-0 pitch. And that one right down Main Street. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. The 1-2. Grounded to the right. Hosmer has it. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting number 23, first baseman Adrian Gonzalez.
Ready for another shot now. Adrian Gonzalez, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. First delivery to him on the way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
Hey, these mechanics ain't out of the textbook, The Art of Pitching, but he seems to be effective with what he's doing.
0-1 count and the pitch. Hit hard down the left field line. But this will be foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Here's a pop-up now. And Headley will look this one in for round number 2.
Now batting, catcher Kevin Plawecki.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kevin Plawecki. A fly out and a single for him so far. From the stretch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. One run, 5 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Two pitch is fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. And a breaking ball freezes him. Strike 3 called, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they lead it 1-0. Riding in once again, Corey Spangenberg. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball one. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and Cabrera bobbles it. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting, first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
A ball and a strike to the Padres first baseman. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball.
Ball two.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Popped him up. Flores shading to his right. And that's the second out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well executed pitch there.
Here's Will Myers. As he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Padres down in order. They still trail 1-0. Back here at Petco Park, getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Digging in and looking for more, Jacob deGrom. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Jacob deGrom. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Padres, number 34, Craig Hammond.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. One and one the count now. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
The 1-2. Misses up and in.
2-2.
The 2-2. Hit down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Jose Reyes. Lifetime versus Craig Stammen. The pitchers owned him. He's a paltry 1 for 11. Strike one to start the at-bat. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. The 2-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Set to deal on 2-2. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Here's Juan Lagares. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. Here it comes. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Two out, nobody on. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
The 1-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Myers is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Chase Headley will be the one to start us off when we return. It's the Mets 1 and the Padres nothing. Digging in, the switch hitter, Chase Headley. Last time through was a base hit.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
First pitch on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Up next for the Padres, center fielder, Manuel Margot.
Ready for another chance? Manuel Margot, a hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Digging in to try it again, Freddie Galvis. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch of the at-bat. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. Takes just 4 pitches to retire the Padres. It remains 1-0. Next for the Mets, Yoenis Cespedes. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
You know, Matt, and every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1. The 1-1 home. Hit the other way out toward right field. Myers is there, 1 away. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Here's Jay Bruce now. Lifetime versus Craig Stammen. Just a 1-for-9. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away. 1-2. Here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Just got a piece up the line. That's a foul ball. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Asdrubal.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. And just what they wanted offensively as the runner moves into scoring position. So they still haven't picked up an extra base hit in this one, but that stolen base at least gets him a guy in scoring position.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what the manager was thinking there, Matt. Hey, if we aren't driving the ball with any authority today, we need to make something happen in a different way. They only need a single to the outfield now to push a run across.
Popped up. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a strike.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
The 0-1 delivery. Sliders in for a strike. Here's the 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
Hit out towards second. Fielded by Spangenberg. Galvis on to Hosmer. A double play, and the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Leading off the inning, Austin Hedges, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The windup and the 0-1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's out number 1.
Now batting.
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Alex Dickerson will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 24, Alex Dickerson.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Well, this is where the manager makes his money right there. Nice at bat. Now it's a question of whether or not he pinch runs. Dan, as a pitcher, did it make you a little nervous when a guy had jets on the base paths?
Oh, no doubt about it. This is a very difficult spot. You're 1 hit away from getting right back into this game and tying this game up. You're going to have to really think about putting somebody on first that might be able to score on a ball in a gap.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. He's set. Here it comes. Line drive to left. Cespedes will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2.
The batter number 15, second baseman, Corey Spangenberg.
Digging in once again, Corey Spangenberg. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is pulled into right. That gets down, and the inning continues. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Eric Hosmer, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Line towards center field. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Padres leave a pair. They're down 1-0. Downtown San Diego shining bright as it always does. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Kirby Yates enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Here's Adrian now. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now Gonzalez awaits the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Myers moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Stepping into the box, Kevin Plawecki. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Outside.
Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Yates playing here in his age 31 season. He was taken in the 26th round back in 2005.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Skied into straightaway right. Myers is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Up next for the Mets, pitcher Jacob DeGrom.
Brandon Nimmo will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home. Taken, strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now. Pulled toward right center field. Heading after it is Margot. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Left side, but well foul. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Here's another 0-2. And that one stayed up a little high. 2 out here and a runner at second. 1-2. Gets him looking. Strike 3. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Jerry Blevins comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
39, Jerry Blevins.
Here's Will Myers. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
First pitch coming. Here it is. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Blevins stands 6'6" and throws from the left side. He was a 17th round pick back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
A 1-2 count to Will Myers.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Headley.
Here's Chase Headley. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A ball and 2 strikes now. 1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the ninth. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. He's got it, and the Mets have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched 1-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The New York Mets used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Jacob deGrom notches his 3rd win of the year. Jerry Blevins wraps it up for the save, his 5th of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Final line score for our ball game tonight.